Hello, everybody. My name is Curtis Waslow, and I'm here with my business partner, Danny Turner.
Hi.
Hi, Danny. We are the founders of the Sober app. Thank you for checking starter page. We are really excited and passionate about what we've created. For 7 months ago, when I was getting sober, I was struggling to find all the resources I needed. I started a new social media account. I think I can speak for Danny too, and a lot of people we've talked to. Started a new social media account. Was on Spotify and 3 other platforms listening to podcasts. I was at the library taking out books. Every book on addiction and recovery there was. Whatever books they didn't have, I ordered off Amazon. I was on Audible, YouTube, blogs, you name it. I was on 10 different platforms. And with technology these days, I kept thinking to myself, why isn't there an app that has all this? Not to mention all the 15 other apps I was using to track my days and join communities and learn a little bit about how the brain works. So about 3 months ago, we came up with the idea for the Sober app. It started as an idea, kind of like masterclass, where it'd have courses, but since then we have teamed up with around 100 collaborators, and we're adding about 3 to 4 every day, more collaborators, and it's turned into what we're calling the yellow pages of sobriety. So inside this app, you're going to have in-app tracking. Our tracking is going to be a little more in depth. Just going to share my screen here so you can kind of get a little bit of what I'm talking about. So our tracking will be a little more in depth. I'm not going to dig into it too much, but not just days sober. We're going to do movement, nutrition, mindset, money, etc. We're going to have the communities, but unlike most apps where you get stuck in one community and they can get annoying, we're going to have hundreds of communities, and you can join and leave when you want. You have the option to request conversations with other members and open up chats with them, which is a new feature I just did, actually. So that's pretty new to Danny, I think.
Yeah, I love that. Surprise.
So if you're having a conversation in a community with other people and it's kind of getting flooded, what you're talking to with someone else, you're able to open up a discussion. Inside is our bread and butter. This is where all our collaborators have been coming together and creating education and course-based structures, whether it's a podcaster like Sober Dave, who I think everybody knows. We've got hundreds of podcasts. We've got sober coaching. From people like Brittany Kay. We've got our daily motivation, and our daily motivation will come in form, instead of having a quote from the Dalai Lama on a pink background or orange background that kind of gets you thinking, okay, what does this have to do with my sobriety? Our daily motivation will come to you 2 to 3 times a day in the form of video from me, Danny, and one of our 100 collaborators or more.
And we're not just talking about, addiction on substance and alcohol. We're talking about addiction all across the board. So it could be, sex, porn, love. It could be shopping. It could be food. We've teamed up with the Food Institute, Food Addiction Institute. So we're trying to get all inclusive with addiction in general.
Yeah, and we're not just teaming up with coaches and podcasts. We're teaming up with brands that support addiction recovery, brands that use their brand as a vehicle to support their communities. Unlike other apps where we want you to stay on our app as much as possible, every section you'll be able to find links to where to find more of these people. If this person, like this brand Choose Recovery, made you stay sober today, you can go find more of them. We want you to, if something helps you stay sober on our app for today or this month, then we want you to go find more of them. If all we want to do is make sure we're giving you as many resources as possible, we're
like a yellow pages for recovery, but a giant hub to redirect. So in the event that someone gets into this app and a certain person, a certain podcast, a certain fitness instructor, a certain, inspirational person who has something to do with recovery resonates, then we always provide the information to get back to that person. I mean, ultimately, the goal is just to help as much as possible.
So where we're at and why we're on Kickstarter is this version is already complete. This is done. We're at the stage right now where we'll be launching on February 10th, and anyone who gets on this Kickstarter campaign will receive a lifetime membership. Where this money is going to be going is to redevelopment. We want to have our second version, which has so many more features, ready for before summer. And we are at the point where me and Danny have been not sleeping and putting in all this work ourselves. We're needing, before launch, we've got so much more content. We've got about double what you saw up there ready to go before launch, uploading podcast videos, creation, back office, Zoom calls. We need some virtual staff. We're in need of redevelopment, which anyone who knows the app world doesn't cost a little bit of money. The second we do our second version, we are looking at things like in-app counseling, where if you want to speak to one of these coaches or a medical professional, you're going to have the chance to hop on them with either chat or Zoom. We're going to have a quick counseling option where you can, if you're having really bad triggers and you're really kind of getting a lot of anxiety right now, it'll almost be like a panic button where you can click on it and have a 5-10 minute chat with one of our coaches, one of us, or a medical counselor professional. Just get you through that tough time. We're going to do Q&As. We got some books, some big books coming on board. We're going to do Q&As with authors and podcasters, as well as our fitness and wellness instructors. That being said, we're also going to have live fitness and wellness classes. So some of our yoga instructors and fitness instructors, you'll be able to do live in-app boot camps, yoga classes based on sobriety, dealing with trauma, meditations. We're going to have the Sober Store. Danny, you want to talk about that? I know you love
Very
that.
exciting stuff. We have a lot of recovery apparel brands that want to team up and get their brands within the app. And not just apparel, it's anything recovery related. So it could be, accessories. It could be, just any type of a brand that somebody has that they want to sell that supports the recovery community. So the goal is to make sure that what we're putting in our storefront is being sold and proceeds go back out into the recovery community. So it's not necessarily an addition for the app that will benefit us in any type of monetary way, but that the monies may go back out to the recovery community. So that's the goal for that.
Right. And two other features we have as of right now, we've got hundreds. We just don't know if we'll all get them on version 2. This is an app we're going to be updating every month. You're going to get new content every single day added, new sections every week added. We're doing our own version of podcasts. There will be three of those a week, where you get to know all our collaborators a little bit more and just everyday people. In-app support meetings. So AA, we want to get to the point where we can get NA, AA, Smart Recovery, SOS, Women in Recovery, in-app, where you can click the link and just do the call in app. It'll be the same link, but you just do it in app. You don't have to go to 3 different websites and find it for your territory. And in-app coaching too. If you like one of these coaches that we have on here, you can hopefully get on an in-app Zoom call with them. Speaking of monetary, we are not in this to make $1 million. The plan is here to bring this monthly fee down to as low as possible and make it available to as many people who are in need of resources like this. We will be connecting with, eventually, hopefully, almost every recovery center worldwide, and offering this service for free for anyone in rehab or recovery or early recovery until they get back on their feet. So you can read more below. You can see some screenshots. We really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video and learning about us. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at thesober.app to learn more about what we're doing, who we're connecting with. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.
Bye.